the likeness of the human mind. With that commandment, new avenues of human potential were explored. Mentats, superconductors, swordmasters, and the mystical Bene Gesserit sisterhood. But it was the navigators and their monopoly of space travel that set the conditions within the Imperium. But I am telling you of the universe you already know. Let me describe the one you do not. In this other universe, my mother, Lady Jessica, consort to Dulido Atreides, gave birth to a daughter, a girl they named Ariste. Because of her obedience to the Bene Gesserit, Lady Jessica's training as a truth-sayer. Because of that training, Lady Jessica was able to detect Dr. Due's deception. Because of forewarning of his betrayal, House Atreides survived the Battle of Arrakeen. Because of their survival, the Emperor declared a full-scale war of assassins. Because the war, the Sardaukar were deployed to ensure spaceships continued without interruption. Because of Sardaukar, the Fremen were eradicated. There was no Muad'Dib, no Zan'an-Galit, no Kuzat-Harak. I see a universe where I, Paul Atreides, was never born. All my visions lead to horror, except this one. This one leads to you.
noble listeners of House Atreides to another poignant episode of Through Their Eyes. Today, we bring you the story of Sergeant Creel, a decorated member of the 2nd Deep Desert Expeditionary Force who has faced the horrors of war firsthand. As we delve into his experiences, we honor the bravery and sacrifices of our troops.
Sergeant Creel, thank you for joining us today. Can you start by telling us about your involvement in the operation at Dejum Wadi?
Of course, we're operational in the deep desert, so when scouting came back with reports of a Hark emplacement at Dejum Wadi, well, that was a serious provocation.
What happened at Dejum Wadi?
Like I said, we own the deep desert, so when word got back to us of a Harkonnen bastion being raised, our commanders knew what to do. 7 different cohorts, including the 5th Mesa Infantry and Gurney Zone, were simultaneously deployed in a coordinated attack. The whole operation was brutal. The Hark defenders much more vicious than we were used to.
And yet, you and your fellow soldiers managed to execute the mission with surgical precision. Can you share a specific moment from that operation that stands out in your memory?
Well, there was this one moment, I guess. The Hark bastion was still only half built, and we'd taken out a group of engineers, but we were spotted by a fortified lasgun position from the finished part of the bastion and pinned down. They were really tearing us apart. Somehow, we managed to get behind them through the half-built works. I remember crawling through the blood-stained sand and rubble. The smell of death and fried ozone thick on the air. When we finally took out that position, at least, it felt like a small victory in this ceaseless ocean of despair.
Your bravery is truly inspiring. As the operation continued, what kept you and your fellow soldiers going?
Duty, honor, the things they drill into you from day one. The example set by the fearless men of Gurney Zone. But honestly, in the end, it's all about the man next to you. It's him you fight for. To keep him alive. It wasn't about grand ideals anymore. It was about survival.
House Atreides prides itself on its moral high ground and honorable conduct. How did the principles of Canley and the Great Convention hold up under the extreme conditions of battle?
Canley? That's for fancy folks with sashes and pressed uniforms. For us, the reality of war changes people. These missions, you do things that you never thought you would. I remember one night, after we took out a Hark listening station, seeing my comrades picking through the carnage off of Harkonnen survivors. They seemed different somehow. As if the brutality of the war had drained all humanity out of them. I even remember...
Sergeant Creel, it's clear that the emotional toll is heavy. Perhaps we can focus more on the moments of camaraderie and hope that you experienced during these dark times.
What? Well, yeah, I mean, there are moments, sure, but... like between missions, people share stories, laugh about the little things.
Some of our scouts have just returned. They report that the Zalakidir is thick with new scavenger camps. The skies above are heavily trafficked by both warring houses, and the destruction they rain upon the desert draws the scavies like flies. The bounty is harvest, as my father would say, and easy pickings. At this point, we just need to be moving as many light bodies as possible. Quantity over quality. We are processing 2 slave herds per week when we should be processing 4 or 5. Our scouts in the Graben report they're tracking several bands of deserters. And we'll pull the war's money between the highest. More often than not, they are better equipped and trained than our guys. It's not worth the effort. For now, let us focus our captured teams on the Zalakir and knock some heads, as my father would say. We need to get Lord Rabban his mala before we become that mala.
yourself. I see someone. I need reinforcements!
The Harkonnen Network, where every moment is an opportunity to prove your loyalty and strength. Strength through loyalty. You are listening to Frequency 152.6, the voice of House Harkonnen. We are Arrakis. Now witness as the dark and tangled truths of House Atreides are revealed by the Convert.
Greetings, Truth Seeker. I am the Convert. Once a high-ranking advisor to the Atreides regime, I have since escaped and now live under the protection of the Baron. I have now received word from my supervisor within House Harkonnen that my dear ones, my family, that they have all been cruelly executed by the Atreides. This is difficult to speak of, but I must continue. Today's question: what is the role of religion in times of turmoil? When I left House Atreides, I also left behind the false faith of my fathers and the lies of the Quraniana Zen Christian scripture. Naturally, I recognized these things for what they were: tools of control, an opiate for the masses, a way to keep an oppressed people docile and unquestioning. What comfort does religion offer in the face of loss? Does it provide real solace? Or is it merely an illusion, a false promise of meaning, of reunion in some mythical afterlife? Can we trust the idea of paradise? Or is it just another method to keep us subservient? When I think of my murdered family, I remind myself that the promises of religion are hollow. The idea of them being in a better place is just a comforting lie. We must face the harsh reality and not be swayed by these deceitful doctrines. Ask yourself, dear listener, what is the true purpose of religion? Is it to guide us, to comfort us, or to bind us in chains of hope and fear? Can we trust in the baseless promises it makes, or should we seek our own truths, free from the shadows of ancient dogmas? These questions have troubled me deeply, as they should trouble you. Follow these questions to their ultimate conclusion, dear listener, and you may just find your truth.
You've been listening to The Convert, exclusively on the Harkonnen Network. Harkonnen, we are Arrakis.
Remember, every word spoken in truth brings us closer to victory. Let's continue with some inspiring music.
Maxim Dubrov and Vera Kotila for the latest updates.
Welcome back. I'm Maxim Dubrov and this is Vera Kotila. I guess.
Yes, Maxim, let's do a quick recap of our fallen contestants. We have lost Holotan, Amado Delsin, Kaelin Sheep, and most recently, the little Ishkali slave called Kanto.
Such a waste. Kanto had potential.
But now, let's focus on the final the twins are approaching her from two sides, and it looks like she's trapped. Wait, Maxim, she's doing something. Her stance, she's using the voice.
The voice? This is impossible.
I remember now. Maxim, that's Sister Elara, the Bene Gesserit defector. The scandal when she was expelled was huge. She's been missing for years.
Lara? The one who challenged the Reverend Mothers? This is incredible!
Exactly. She was known for her mastery of the voice and her truth-sayer abilities. And now she's using those skills to turn the twins Morani against each other.
Look at them! They're attacking each other! She is commanding them to fight to the death!
Of course, Maxim. Sister Elara was a high-ranking Bene Gesserit. That is, until she was expelled for unknown reasons. The Bene Gesserit are very secretive and do not like to broadcast their failures. But she escaped, and they could not hide the extensive manhunt. I suppose she has been in hiding since.
That's very unexpected, Vera. As far as anyone here knew, she was simply the proprietor of a pleasure house. But it seems she has quite the history.
The twins Morani are tearing each other apart. They have no control over their actions under the voice.
Unbelievable! They've killed each other! The Grey Ladies are victorious!
Wow! Sister Elara's story is remarkable. After her expulsion, she vanished from public view, living in the shadows. Now, she's emerged as a formidable contender in the man trap.
And now we're down to the final two contestants. The Grey Lady, or rather Sister Alara of the Bene Gesserit, and the mysterious Fremen.
This will be the ultimate showdown. Stay tuned, people of Arrakis, for more updates and thrilling commentary from the heart of Gadi Prime. The man trap's final confrontation is about to begin.
Keep your ears glued to the Harkonnen Network for live updates and all the brutal highlights from the Man Trap. The final battle is here, and you won't want to miss it. The Harkonnen Network, where every moment is an opportunity to prove your loyalty and strength. Strength through loyalty. You are listening to frequency 152.6, the voice of House Harkonnen. We are Arrakis. Now witness as the dark and tangled truths of House Atreides are revealed by the Convert.
Greetings, Truth Seeker. I am the Convert, once an advisor to the Atreides regime, who now lives under the protection of the Baron. Recent events have shown me the true nature of those who claim to rule with ruthless fairness. I am not here to tell you what to think. I only offer questions. I offer you questions to unlock your own truth. I ask, do ideals and official declarations matter? Or are we driven by darker forces? Consider, dear listener, the ideals of the great houses. Each has their own creeds and dogmas, their songs and legends by which they seek to shape their loyal subjects. But do these words and ideals truly matter? Do they in fact guide the actions of those in power? Or are they merely a facade, a mask to hide the true nature of their rule? Do not those raised in an environment of hypocrisy, cruelty, and deceit become inherently corrupt, no matter what lofty ideals they profess? Does not the soil in which we are planted determine the nature of our growth, regardless of the light we are shown? Look at the actions of House Atreides. They preach empathy, yet they, we are told, incarcerate and execute without mercy. They proclaim justice, but, some say, even they manipulate and deceive. Is there a contradiction there? And if so, what forces behind our actions? Are we as truths truly guided by the ideas we profess? Or are we rather shaped by the actual environment in which we live? I have seen the truth behind the facades. All promises of fairness, of just rewards for loyalty and fidelity are hollow, and the real power lies in fear and control. I found that to be true for House Atreides, but I have found that the corruption of power is universal. And those who claim to hate hypocrisy and false virtue are no afraid of it, though it may be planned in different words. They lied to me. The Harkonnen lied. I should have known. My family was not killed by the Atreides. What has reached me that they have lived, protected by the children of Caladan from the people who betrayed them, agents of the very house I pledged my loyalty to. House Harkonnen, with all its cruelty and deceit, has shown its true face. I see now that the Atreides, for all their faults, still foster their subjects with a fundamental empathy for the Harkonnen intelligence. I know. Justice are not just the words, but values. Perhaps diminished by time and harsh circumstances, but still known by the heart. I swear my loyalty anew to House Atreides, for they, despite everything, hold on to a spark of humanity that the Harkonnens have long extinguished. I renounce House Harkonnen and all of its lies. Long live Dark Leto! Long live the Atreides! Long live...
Stay tuned to the Harkonnen Network, where loyalty, strength, and victory are celebrated. Strength through loyalty.
Knowledge is indeed power, dear listeners. And speaking of knowledge, I feel the urge now to share a candid story from my own life, and perhaps it could be a learning opportunity for any young Harkonnen woman pondering their prospects. You see, once I had an intimate acquaintance with a highly ranked officer. He shall remain unnamed, but let's call him Bertha X. He was quite charming, and our nights were filled with passion and whispers. But he was prone to speaking in his sleep, and therein lay his doom. You see, the words that Bersak spoke in his post-coital slumber were, let's say, troubling. He spoke in the darkness of the night, of doubts, of questioning the Baron's decisions. I knew then what I had to do. The very next morning I reported his treacherous thoughts. The Baron, in his wisdom, had Bersak X removed from his position and taken to a place where such doubts could be corrected. While I was praised and handsomely rewarded, I took a new lover, this time a brigadier, who turned out to have challenges of his own. But that, my dear listeners, is another story entirely. The lesson here, of course, loyalty above all. Loyalty to the Baron, to the glorious Harkonnen family. Never, ever forget that. Now, let's return to our uplifting music.
Imagine I forget to take that out and fly the whole way there.
the Harkonnen Family Games! The competition has reached its final showdown! Let's join our hosts, Maxim Dubrov and Vera Kotila, for the ultimate battle of the Man Trap!
Thank you and welcome back. Vera, we are about to witness the final confrontation between the Fremen and
In space, Maxim, both contestants are nearing the innermost chamber of the labyrinth, each approaching from different directions.
Sister Alara has reached the chamber first. The massive stone door closes behind her, trapping her inside with one of the most fearsome creatures in the a Lhasa tiger, its muscles rippling beneath its striped fur, chained, rattling as it moves.
The Lhasa tiger, known for its immense strength and ferocity, is chained in the center of the room, guarding the seal that the victor must press to win.
Sister Alara is attempting to use the voice on the tiger. Listen!
Obey. Stand down.
The tiger isn't responding. It's immune to her control. She's trying to keep her distance, but the beast lunges at her with claws extended.
She's down! The tiger has mauled her! It looks like Sister Alara is finished!
Now the Fremen has entered the chamber. The door closes behind him with a resounding thud, trapping him inside with the tiger.
The tiger leaves Sister Alara's bleeding body and charges at the Fremen, its roar echoing through the chamber. He's fighting with incredible skill and determination, climbing onto the beast and driving his crisp knife into its neck.
The Fremen is holding on, despite being horribly injured. One of his arms has been torn off, blood flowing freely, but he keeps fighting, stabbing the tiger repeatedly.
Unbelievable! The tiger is collapsing under his relentless assault. The Fremen has done it! He is the last contestant standing!
The crowd is silent as the Fremen struggles to his feet, his body battered and broken, stumbling towards the seal that will end the game.
He's almost there. Step by step, he's making his way. But wait, what's that?
Stop. Kill yourself.
Sister Alara is still alive! She's using the voice to command him!
He's done it! The Fremen has killed himself! Sister Alara is rising to her feet, her face a mask of determination!
She's walking proudly to the seal, pressing it with a triumphant smile! Sister Alara has won the Harkonnen Family Games!
An astonishing victory! Wait! Who let you in here? What? Don't take your clothes from me!
You have violated the rules betting on Kanto's victory. You are coming with us.
This is bullshit! You can't do this! They cheated!
Well, this is unexpected. Maxim is being taken away by the guards. It seems I am alone now. What an incredible ending to this year's games. Sister Alara has emerged victorious, proving her resilience and skill. And as for next year's games, I believe we might already have one contestant lined up. Maxim Dubrov himself.
Tuning in to the Harkonnen Family Games. This year's Man Trap has been one for the history books. Stay tuned for more updates and future events on the Harkonnen Network. Until next time. The Harkonnen Network, where every moment is an opportunity to prove your loyalty and strength. Strength through loyalty.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching. Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching. Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Listening to frequency 152.6, the voice of House Harkonnen. We are Arrakis. Attention, loyal listeners of the Harkonnen